So this video is about how to make the perfect pancake using ratios. So, for example, a ratio is something that is a relationship between two quantities. So if you had a pancake recipe that was to make 8 pancakes and you only have 4 people, you're going to need to find out how to alter the recipe without messing up relationships between the ingredients. Otherwise you're going to end up with pancakes like rocks or pancakes like water. So here's some examples of what happens if you get the ratios wrong.
Here we haven't used the ratios correctly. The pancake mixture is too runny because we've added too much milk. We tried making another pancake but still got the ratio wrong. Here we added too much flour and the mixture was too thick. So we have a recipe for 8 pancakes, which requires 100 grams of flour, 2 eggs and 300 milliliters of milk. This can be written in ratio form in the following way. This means for every 100 grams of flour, you would need 2 eggs and 300 milliliters of milk to make 8 pancakes. This means that to make 4 pancakes, you would need 50 grams of flour, 1 egg and 150 milliliters of milk. This is because we have divided each quantity by 2. So we did 8 divided by 2, 100 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2, and 300 divided by 2 to obtain the quantities. Whatever you do to one part of the ratio, you have to do to the other because you want to keep the relationship between the ingredients the same. It's just like when you do equivalent fractions. To keep the fraction equal, you have to do the same to the top and bottom. Well here, to keep the ratio equal, you have to do the same to each of the parts.
Okay, so let's look at some examples. This is the basic recipe for 8 pancakes. So that recipe will make enough pancakes for 8. But we have a problem, there's only 4 of us. So what are we going to do? Try it on your worksheet now.
Pause the video now and try the question.
So we have the ratio 100 to 2 to 300. So because there are 4 of us and the recipe's for 8, we need to halve everything. Hopefully you'll have got the ratio 50 to 1 to 150. But what happens if you have a few more friends over and you actually need 16 pancakes? You're going to need to times everything by 2 because 8 times 2 is 16. So let's have a go at that one. Hopefully you'll have answered that question and you'll have got 200, 4 and 600. But there's another problem. What if you're desperate for some pancakes and you've only got 1 egg? It's a disaster. What are you going to do? So let's look at the recipe again. Now in the original recipe you needed 2 eggs. So what do? So as you saw, we only had 1 egg. So we can make 4 pancakes, but don't forget to halve the rest of the ingredients, else you're going to end up with a very dodgy pancake mix. Okay guys, so I hope this video has been really helpful and I know you're now desperate to go and test out your ratios while making pancakes.